Okay, so the first step that I'm going to be teaching is called the mal. For this step, your fingers will be connected with your middle finger and your thumb. Be connected like this. And then your hands, you want to take the top of your ears and then push straight out. So you make like a U shape and push them just a little bit forward. So straight from your ears out. So this is where your hands will be. And so for this step, you'll have like a shoulder motion will be like 1, 2, 3. And then the feet, you'll be rotating feet. So your feet, one foot will come in the air first. Your left leg always goes first. So it'll be 1. So for that, for the very first beat, you want to go 1 with the hands out here. So when you do that, you want to make sure you hop off your right foot and you put your left foot into the air, approximately forming like a 90 degree, a little bit more than that. So it comes, and you want to make sure it's just in line with your waist. So when you do this, your hands will be up, and you will go 1. And so then after that, you need to continue. So then you switch legs. So it's going to go into 1, switch, 2. So every time you hit a beat, your shoulders will also jump. And there's also one in between. So it should be like 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2. Okay? So in the first 2 beats, you have 3 shoulder hits, and you have 2 leg motions. So 1, 2. So you make sure you don't want to shake your elbows as much, but you want to shake just your shoulders. So for this step, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's the mal. The next step is just called Bedi. So just Bedi claps. So your upper body for this motion, your hands and your elbows, everything will be above the chest. And you want to make sure that you do a circular clap motion. So it'll be like this, 1, 2. So when you do this clap, you want to make sure that you clap right in front of the center of your chest and everything is above your chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When you clap, you want to make a little bit of suction towards yourself, so it goes a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure that your claps are very rounded out and they're not straight across. So make sure they're rounded towards you in this motion. And then your feet, you'll have a little bit wider stance, and we call this taps. So your legs will just be tapping on the ground one after another. So they go straight up and down, or you can curl your legs back and then hit. So I'll be showing first the straight taps, and then I'll do the rounded taps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for the straight taps, remember, feet just hit straight. You want to get low and you want to get wide, and you want to make sure you slide and tap, slide and tap. So what I do for this step is I pick one spot that's right in between my legs, straight in the middle, and I look down and I tap that spot, and I just practice like that. And then once you get used to it, you can add your hands. This step can be combined with the very first step and call it the mal Bedi. So when you do this step, you can do both these steps side by side, and so that's the mal Bedi is what the step is called. So this is the step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Bedi with the rounded legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's Bedi. Okay, so the next step will be called double jaffa. For this step, what you want to do your upper body, it's a very shoulder heavy step. So you have to move your shoulders a lot for this step. And so your hands will be completely across and open. You want to make sure that your fingers are together. Don't leave your fingers like this. Close them. And you leave your thumb pointing forward. So like the thumb should face the audience. So for this step, most people do this step wrong and they move their arms, just their arms like this. To do this step properly, you need to move your shoulders. So what you're going to do is you're going to move your shoulders back and front. Back and front. So it's the shoulder popping. When you hit your shoulders very strongly, that's moving your hands forward and back. I'm not physically moving my hands like this. So when you do the step, you hit the shoulders hard and your hands will move automatically like this. So there's 4 total beats to this step. The first 2 beats, the hand will look like this. 1, 2. The second 2 beats, your hand will come straight over your head and try to keep your elbows a little bit in. It will be 3, 4. So it'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4. And the whole time, your thumbs will be facing forward and your fingers will be together. Now the feet for this step. The feet, so this step has a side to side motion. And so for this, you will step to the side and then you'll kick straight. 1, 2. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So when you're doing the first 2 beats, it's not perfectly straight, it's a little bit out as well. So, but for the second one, it's perfectly straight. So when you do this step, the feet should look like this. 1, 2. So notice how I'm not bringing my foot past 90 degrees. I'm not kicking from all the way back here. So you go 1, 2. You stop right here and you just kick out from here. And then 3, 4. So you want to make sure you get that bounce as well. So your feet switching should look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in all of these steps, whenever you switch from one foot to the other, like in the mall, you want to make sure that no 2 feet are on the ground at the same time. So if you look closely, before I even switch to the next foot, this foot is already in the air. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For this step as well, no, your hands never go below your chest. Everything stays above, and you want to keep your chin up. So when you do this step, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when after you do the first 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to switch and go do it again, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can go straight down and across, or you can do what I usually do and cross your hands like this. So just bring them across and then open them again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, cross. And that's double jaffa. Now this next step is called Punjab. For this step, the hand motions are pretty simple. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna close your fingers, like in the last step, put your thumbs forward, and this is called, well, it's just Punjab, but you're doing a pump motion. So it's gonna go 1, 2. And you wanna angle back your hands and not keep them straight. Some people do it like this, and that's wrong. You wanna make sure it's angled backwards. So lean your hands back and pretend you're carrying like a very heavy load. So pretend you have like a dumbbell or something very heavy. And so you have to hit hard. So go 1, 2. So whenever you do this, make sure you pump your arms very hard and keep your elbows in. And so they should be about shoulder width. So when you do this step, it's just gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. So every time the beat hits, your hands will be down and you'll be near your shoulders. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now your legs. So the legs are a little bit more complicated. So there's 2 things going on with your legs. The first one is the crossover. So this step starts with your left leg crossing over. So your right leg's planted and is doing a little hop, but I'll talk about that later. First one is a crossover. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cross and you're gonna place your foot right in front, place your left foot right in front of your right foot. So it should go like 1. So some people cross all the way, but it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to do it right in front of it. Or just like a little bit past it, but proper is just 1. So it'll be right in front of your right foot, and that's where you tap. Now your right foot during this time, we'll be doing a little heel, toe, heel. That's what we call the things. It's called heel, toe, heel, because you're gonna go 1 and 2. So you can bend your toes first, heel, toe, heel. So that's basically like the bouncing motion on the back leg. So with everything, the first 2 beats should look like 1, 2. So you want to bring your leg up and over, tap, and then bring it up and over again. So it should be like 1 and 2. Every and beat, you're switching from heel to toe heel. So dun, dun, dun. And you're making sure that your back leg is just going up and down. And so when you do this and you switch over to the other side, it should be 1 and 2. Now you're gonna put most of your weight on your left leg, and your right leg comes up and crosses over. And 3 and 4. So you wanna make sure that you tap right in front, bring it over, place it to the side, and then take your right foot, place it over, and also bring it to the side. And so when you go over to your left side, your left leg is doing the same thing. So jump and jump, like that. And so combined with the hands, this is what it should look like. So yeah, that's Punjab.
Perfect.
ठीक है.